Hello everyone, ShintoBean here playing some more Warhammer combat cards, and in this one we're going to be playing some PvP. I just noticed that we have a PvP campaign going on at the same time as this Black Legion one, which this one, I'm sorry, but this 3-day campaign is pretty terrible. You only have access to Black Legion cards, so that's just 2 Warlords, Abaddon or Supreme Commander Abaddon, and just a handful of cards. Over in the shop you can, if you spend some money, I guess, get some new Black Legion cards that can supplement your forces here, but yeah. Let's do some PvP. So everything's at max level. We got 325 deck points and overwhelming firepower, increasing the ranged attack of all units on the field each turn. So we're going to be running Illic Night Spear here. And I think this is the first time that I've actually used the Void Raven Bomber at max level, because it's just a card I got relatively recently. This thing is crazy strong. Of course, we've also got the Crimson Hunter, Malgan Raw, we got the Fire Prism. This one I also have not used at max level, but the Night Spinner with Barrage can do some damage. And then this card I just saw from the preview for the balance changes next season. This one's going to be losing Big Game Hunter, actually, and getting Regeneration instead, which is an odd choice. It's going to be quite a bit weaker, I think. So, last chance to use it with Big Game Hunter here. And then 2 support cards. We got the little healer there, and then the birds with Taunt. So, let's go ahead and deploy. Alright, it's going to be Space Marines running Lieutenant Tolmeron. Pretty good choice for a ranged modifier. Go ahead and let's drop this Wraith Lord here at first. They are running 7 bodyguards. There's the increase to the stats, but I mean, look how much damage we're doing here. It's ridiculous. Absolutely crazy. So we're going to see some stuff explode here, I think. Not quite enough to take it out with the damage, but boom. The Bringer of True Death. Bringing death to those dreadnoughts. That's going to hurt. And the longer these things stay on the field, you know, the more powered up they're going to get from the modifier. Oh, okay, there we go. Lord of War, the Astreus. That thing will be able to dish out some punishment, for sure. They're mixing some little Scout Marines in with these bigger vehicles. And they have a 125% ranged attack charged up at the moment. This is going to do a lot of damage if they decide to go ranged here. Will they? They are. And wow, that Talonmaster, I was not expecting that kind of damage from that. But I guess, yeah, that one also received several buffs. So boom. Scout Marine goes down. This thing, 159. It was the range buff, right, from the Scout Marines. Should be pretty easy to take out the Warlord with Illic and Deadshot. Okay, Taunt. Alright, so yeah, that's a pretty smart thing to do. Go with the Crimson Hunter here. Double precision shot. At max level, it should be doing some damage, even though it's getting reduced by the taunt. But yeah, should be able to knock that out. Boom. That thing's gone. We got an outflank to bring us back up to 0% ranged. And then we can knock out the Talonmaster. Wraithlord will definitely be going down, obviously, but... And yeah, not even enough to break through a single shield there. I mean, this thing's at 341 right now. Once Tolmeron deploys with the secondary Inspiring Presence, I want to see how big this thing gets. He's bringing it over to that side. I'm afraid it's not going to be quite... it's not going to make a difference, I'm afraid. Those birds. Those annoying birds. But yeah, look at this. 491 on the Astreus. Let's go in melee. Alright, so... Goodbye, birds. And hello, Night Spear. We're just going to bring him out. Target the Warlord. It's a pretty deadly deck, this one. I mean, that Void Raven Bomber is brutal. Of course, if the Astreus had come out on turn 1, it might have been a different story, because that would have been just one-shotting, like, pretty much everything. These other Dreadnoughts, not so great, I'm afraid. Looks like maybe this player didn't have access to some of the best cards. Well, we just played against Tolmeron, so here's my take on Tolmeron. Using some cards that I normally can't use because they're at a pretty low level. So we've got the Astreus. We got the Land Raider. This thing can really pack a massive punch with Big Game Hunter and Scout. We've got the Repulsor Executioner. Perhaps not the best option ever, but the thing can lay down the law when it deploys. We got the Dark Shroud. It doesn't do a huge amount of damage, but the Inspiring Presence can sort of give you a double buff. We got the White Scar's Attack Bike. This one will give you an instant buff, as well as the Scout with the Heavy Bolter. This is just such a great card. Okay, we are up against Lionel Johnson. Interesting. Now, he did get buffed fairly recently. I guess we'll drop the Repulsor Executioner there first. So yeah, I mean, this guy, he's extremely tough. He's got 4 shields, 425 health. So, and they're dropping some more shields. So, I think, yeah, we could be in some trouble here. Unless we can increase the damage by so much that we just shoot straight through the shields. But that's going to take, yeah, that's going to take quite a buff, I think. Alright, so the precision shot's going to be going into that guy, unfortunately. Smart move there. Yeah, the Strayus is just going to be, the attack from that is going to be wasted. Once again, they are attacking first here. Not that it really makes a difference. In this case, 130 damage through the shield on Belial. That's not bad. It's not enough, though. Not nearly enough. The Astraeus should last a pretty long while, and in retrospect, I probably should have put a Tech Marine in here, something with Medicae, to ensure that those stay alive a little bit longer. Because, man, these guys are tough. This is just all shields here. And Big Game Hunter, boom. Nearly taken down the Repulsor, which that thing's just going to die. This is actually pretty smart running shields with Lionel Johnson. Nicely done there. I mean, this will still deal some pretty good damage, I think. Let's see, how much is this blocking? 133. So yeah, the Land Raider's not going to do too much, but we will knock out Belial from the Astraeus. Goodbye, Yellow Tank. So they lose the Inspiring Presence after they attack. 86 damage through the shields on that guy. So yeah, we're kind of just banking on dealing enough damage that we can just destroy everything. But it's not working out so great. We'll drop the Dark Shroud here. Astraeus now at 541. So he's just dropping, yeah, some little dude there. And, yep. At least the Land Raider won't be taking extra damage from, like, Tor. So not a huge attack there, but yeah, the Dark Shroud, it's not going to last too long. I really want to take Tor Gerdon out, but man, it's not happening anytime soon. Alright, well, that guy is definitely dead. Land Raider will be able to finish that guy off. We'll see. 233, boom, 100. Okay, well, he's no longer attacking first, at least. Uh-oh, Tor can come across the Astraeus. He'll get 1 attack, well, I guess 2 attacks in. Oh, they're actually targeting him. It's very smart. So I guess that might be the end of this Astraeus. I don't know if they can they deal 500 damage in 1 turn? With Inspiring Presence, probably. It's going to be pretty close. Even if they don't, well, which they did. I was going to say, even if they didn't, they'd still be attacking first on the next turn. With that friggin' Tor, the guy is indestructible. Wow, I guess we kind of lost here, didn't we? Yeah, not even close. This is actually a really strong deck. Very well played. Just because we have a modifier that buffs range does not mean that going pure ranged is the best choice. As you can see here, as we lose 2 of our strongest units before they even get a chance to attack, and then, yeah, Tolmeron is just toast at this point. I think this deck could have done decently against maybe something other than Space Marines, perhaps, but yeah, this is pretty brutal, that's for sure. Yeah, I never really figured Lionel Johnson was that good, but clearly I was wrong. Only destroyed 4 bodyguards there. And he had, what else did he have? It looks like he had some more taunt, more shields in there as well. Not a fun deck to play against, that's for sure. So I was trying to think about how I might actually go about beating that Lionel Johnson deck, because that is actually really difficult to get through no matter what you're running. And I feel like maybe like Psionic Blast and especially like Poison Blast might be okay against that. I mean, a lot of these bodyguards don't actually combo that well with Supreme Commander Abaddon. And also, these psychic units don't get buffed by the ranged modifier, so it's a really awkward deck to be running. But we're going to try it out, because why not? Alright, this time we're up against Guilliman, who also got buffed this season. So he's going to be pretty strong. It'll be interesting to see what they're running, though. Okay, so we got that guy with the 1-2 punch. He's also getting changed, I believe, next season. Getting a bit of a buff to his attack and taking a little bit of his health off. I'll be covering that soon in a separate video. Right now, though, wow, at max level, he still dishes out some serious damage. That was a lot of damage right there. So we got the 2 Psionic Blasts going off. 50, wow, okay, it's quite a bit of damage there. We'll definitely be taking out that Terminator. They've been debuffed, but, and what are we getting? A little bit of a psychic buff there. I don't actually know. This guy has all 3 attack types. I don't know what his ready type is. I think it might be a debuff, perhaps. Okay, so Cato Sicarius deploying to the field, giving them a pretty solid melee attack to strike back with. Man, Titus, he's like a truck. Okay, Kairos, well, he's almost dead. Now, we do have something that can protect these guys for at least 1 turn, and that is this guy with Taunt. We could also bring out Fabius Bile, which, you know, now that anti-infantry actually does double damage now at max level. It's a lot of damage. We're going to drop Fabulous Bile. That was actually maybe perhaps a little bit of a waste, because, yeah, buffing, or rather healing the Felgor. It's not super useful, but that's okay. Hopefully my opponent forgets that Fabius Bile has anti-infantry and deploys an infantry across from him. Is this? No, this guy, there's no way. He's bulky, so yeah. That would be nice. But yeah, Kairos only at 208 health. Yep, he's definitely going to be going down to real Ventress there, who is going to hit for 116 damage just with a Furious Charge. Okay, there's a big old melee attack, so yeah, down they go. Bile, though, actually, Ventress, I believe, he is infantry, so yeah, Fabius Bile could definitely take him down. Also, yeah, this guy is also infantry. He can't actually block that much damage with his shields. He only has 1 shield left. I think we'll go like this. Bring out the Taunt guy. This guy actually does some pretty good damage, too. And we have a big old melee attack charged up, 125% there. And that Taunt will protect us for a turn. Only 180 health on this guy? Really? Okay. Does a pretty good damage. Yeah, Fabius Bile definitely going to be killing him. That was like 442 damage right there. It's crazy. Alright, now we're getting a ton of melee buffs. Actually making good use of Supreme Commander Abaddon's special rule. So like, once he deploys, he can really dish out some pain too. I think he could easily take on Guilliman. Actually, was this whole deck Ultramarines? I wasn't actually paying attention, but looks like it. Going for the thematic build here. Alright, well, that Ventriloquist, I'm afraid he's going to go down. Also, Fabius Bile is in trouble by the looks of it. I think, though, what are they going to go for? Oh, they're going Psychic. Okay. Well, I mean, that gives us a chance to just knock out everything they have. Who's getting buffed? It's those same 2 guys. Ventriloquist, he's going to die, but that's okay. Not quite enough to take out the Apothecary, I'm afraid. Ventress goes down, though. Easily, once again. Fabius Bile just doing some serious work there. But yeah, I think, pretty sure they can just wipe out everything here. With the counter, well, the Apothecary, he's not going to be able to do anything. We'll just drop that there. I think we do want to keep the guy with Fear alive, so he can strike back from the open lane. The outflanks will cancel each other out. But yeah, Guilliman here looking pretty scary. What are his stats at? 244 melee, 155 ranged. Are they going to go for the melee? How much can the, I guess the apothecary, he can't really do much, can he? They are going for the ranged attack, 283, so they're saving that big melee for Abaddon himself. But I'm afraid it's going to be too late for you because Abaddon, he is just too strong. We didn't even need the Poison Blast. I guess we didn't really run into many shields this time, so that was mainly what all those Sonic Blasts in there were for. Insurance against shields. That guy's taking 18, but yeah, Abaddon looks like, you know what? He can do some pretty good damage too. It's actually fairly close, but I do believe we have enough. And yeah. Alright. Yeah, that was a very, one of the strangest decks I've run, but pretty effective, I think. Nice little bag of tricks. Let me know what you think about that. And if you have any other fun ideas for PvP, this is quite a bit more fun than the PvE campaign going on. So I hope you enjoyed that one. That's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.